Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Tori and today I am working in my December daily album on story number 16. So for this story I have a full page photo here and I will be documenting our yearly light drive. So I did the same thing that I did last year where when we found our favorite house, I took a picture of that house. I feel really iffy about taking pictures of people's houses though. So since I have been on this bokehifying photos trend this year, I thought it would be just much more pleasing to take a very blurry bokefied photo of the decorations on this house. So this is what that ended up looking like. This is from a Paisley Press kit. I don't remember which one off the top of my head. I think it might be December You Are My Fave number 12. I'm not 100% sure, but I will either list it on screen or link that below for you. And it just says happiness and joy, and I just added that onto my photo in Procreate before I printed it off of my phone. And I'm probably not going to be doing too much to this photo. It's a large photo, so I scored it at 7 inches and then it's 8.25 inches tall. I scored it off camera because I wasn't 100% sure if I would like it, but I did end up liking it, and I pulled out a couple of other things here. I originally had a completely different plan for this page, but I noticed that my album was getting much bulkier closer to the actual rings, so I wanted to add a little bit of bulk closer to the edge, and that's why I decided to go this route instead of what I was originally planning. I have this scrap piece of vellum from last year. I'm thinking I will place this right here, and I think I will use my white Posca paint pen to just write our light drive or something like that for this one, and then maybe on the inside right down here I can do just a really tiny bit of journaling. I'll use this, which is a scrap from, I think story number 2 is when I used the other portion of this, so this was left over from that, and I'm just going to use that to cover the back of this portion. And then I'm finally going to use these vellum numbers. I'm going to place my story number here, and then I have a piece of a die cut or sticker from the printable All Is Calm set from Tracy Redesigns, and just because we were out looking at lights, I thought it would be really fitting to have this just kind of draped across above this 16 here. So this one should also come together pretty quickly. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to just go ahead and punch my holes. That way the holes are in the same spot here for both of these. And then once I have my holes punched, I'm also going to pull out this Dress My Craft border punch, and I'm going to use that to border punch the inside of the vellum here. I'll also pull out my tags. I'll pull out my tags or tabs to add a tab to this little flip here. That way there's a nice little indication that this flips open. So I've got that. I'm going to go ahead and do the border punch on this first before I get too far in, because this one takes a lot of my brain power for some reason. All right, so let's get that out of the way. Like I said, this will just kind of sit in here, and I thought if I just added that border punch, it would just kind of get rid of some of the abrupt edges. And then on here, I'm just going to write our light drive, but let's get this part adhered first. I have a feeling that I'm almost out of this tape runner. I wanted to staple down the 16 before I adhered that, so let's go ahead and try and get that stapled down. Okay. Okay. So I've got this little embellishment here that I wanted to add on as well. I have not been adding too many embellishments really at all, I feel like, in the last couple of stories that I've been doing. I think I've really just been enjoying keeping them very simple. But the problem with that is that that's going to leave me with a bunch of extra embellishments to be used next year. Though for next year, I think I will stick with just digital versions of any new stuff that comes out potentially. I'm not 100% sure yet, but I think I'm going to kind of veer more towards digital, and then that way I'll have more of a reason to use the stuff that I already have on hand, because I won't have any new physical product. So I'm just going to use this as a straight line to write our light drive. And then that leaves me the perfect amount of room up here, I think, to add that tab. So let me go grab my tabs. Okay, I've got all these tabs, so I'm just gonna skim through and see if there's any specifically that I want to do. I think I like just this plain black joy tab, because our light drives do bring me a lot of joy, and then that will also kind of set perfectly in there as well. And then I'll just use my tiny attacher to get that adhered down. I might actually be able to just add my journaling right underneath that right here. I think that's what I'll do. Because I don't want to write a ton of journaling, but I think I can just add it right here, and then that would be perfect. So for my journaling, I just wrote, the kids love our yearly light drives and always try to race to see who can find the next lit up house. This year we listened to the top 100 Christmas songs while we drove around, and Luna is now obsessed with All I Want for Christmas Is You, because she has not heard that before, and now it's her favorite song. And she calls it the girl Christmas song. So she's obsessed with it. She loves it. And I definitely wanted to make sure to have that noted in here for whenever we come back and look at this. So it's got my handwriting, so I'm glad that I can hide it a little bit, because it is, I don't know, I just feel like my handwriting looks super messy sometimes, but maybe it doesn't. Maybe I'm just too hard on my handwriting. Who knows? But yeah, that is, I don't know if I want to shut that yet. Let me get my album back out so we can get this added in, and hopefully most of this bulk will be on the right side, especially since these last couple of pages here are all like middle pages. So this will go here. This will pop in right on top of it. I feel like I should add something over here, but I'm not sure if I really need to. I kind of feel like the stripes really put these two together. I'm going to leave it for now. And not mess with it. All right. Well, that is all I have for story number 16. If you made it to the end of this video, let me know if you still drive around to look at Christmas lights that have been put up, or if that's something that you've never done before. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.